Good morning, everybody. Good morning to another beautiful day here in the Philippines. Well, this day got started off rough. Good days, bad days. No, I mean this day's a bad day, but it didn't get started off with the bang that you always hope for. Set my cough cup down. Yeah, I ordered some ready mix sand. Now, what ready mix is, it's clean sand that has stone aggregate already mixed in it. So all you gotta do is just sack it up, or shovel it if you want to be very precise with your shovels, to measure for your mix on your cement, where you might have just bags of stone that you'll use the bags kind of like a measurement tool. You might have bags of stone aggregate that is in separate bags, and then clean sand in another bag, and then your Portland cement. But a ready mix, as they call it here, it's not like ready mix US where it's already got the concrete mixed in it. Ready mix here, their terminology here means that it's sand with stone already in it, ready to mix the concrete in. So I ordered that. Now the guy I ordered from, he's just kind of like brokering the deal, right? It's Melinda's cousin. He has a little restaurant across the street. He's a nice guy. This has no blame on him whatsoever, okay? No blame. He was my contact point. I've used him numerous times to get me materials. She has another cousin, Jimmy. I do the same thing, but Jimmy's kind of far out and hard to reach sometimes. Jimmy's a great guy too. So he orders me 20 cubic meters of ready mix. We had come to agreement on price and all. And I said, now listen, there were some guys brought some once before and we dumped it and it was full of dirt. And we ended up having to just spread it out, and I lost my money on it because we couldn't put it in the concrete. I said, I cannot have any dirty sand. He said, yes sir, he understood. And he said, yes sir, he said, yes sir, that he understood. And when it got here, I headed down there to the truck before they dumped it. And now he doesn't own the truck. He's not the company. All he did is, he knows numbers, he knows contacts, that he rang up some numbers to place the order, and I'll give him a little tip for doing it, right? So I'm telling you, it's not his fault. And he knows I'll reject something dirty. He knows it. So the truck's out there. I run downstairs real quick. I climb up on the side of the truck because they're going to back up to unload it. I climb up on the side of the truck, and I grab some right off the top. I look at it and I grab some off top, and I step back down, and I'm gonna do my whole little test. Smell it, because you can smell the organic matter. You can feel you can see and you can feel organic matter and not dirt. And let that saw stop. And you can physically see if it has dirt. Another thing you can do is you can squeeze it, and sand won't stay squeezed together. It crumbles back apart. So if it barely even tries to form and hold a shape, well then it's not clean. So I grab some off the top, and as soon as I go check it, the driver's like, boss, it's okay, boss, it's okay, boss. I said, just let me check it. And I look, and I'm like, I don't think so. It doesn't look that great. And he said, no, it's good. And they back up and just start dumping. And I said, I don't want this. And I stop him. And he stops the bed about halfway. And I'm telling her cousin, tell them I don't want this. I do not want it. He better stop. They're going to be shoveling a whole load back in instead of half a load. And what I noticed too, as the truck was dumping, it got more brown, like dirt brown. The top was cleaner than underneath, like they had probably threw water or something on top to wash it down. And all underneath was really dirty. Even her cousin looked up like, wow, man, it was just like dirt coming out. And Melinda was out there too. So I said, I'm not taking this. I'm not taking this at all. We'll see if we can get you a discounted down price. I said, it don't matter if it's for free. I don't need it. What am I going to do with this big pile here now? then I'm going to have to pay labor to move it, and it's in the way for when I need real sand now. I told you, I was yelling, I don't want it. I said they were supposed to bring 2 trucks. I said, don't bring me the other truck, and I'm not paying for this. You can come shovel it up or whatever. I don't care. But that's their problem right there for not being honest, really. So cousin agreed, and the cousin was aggravated. He said, man, you guys embarrassed me, made me look bad. You brought dirty sand. You knew it wasn't supposed to be dirty, and you embarrassed me here. And he was really shameful that he played a part in that. Man, I told Melinda, you make sure your cousin know that I am not aggravated with him in any shape, form, or fashion. It's not his fault. He's just trying to help us and try to, get a little commission for the load. And he's a great guy. So no animosity towards him whatsoever, but he is talking to him and deciding what they're going to do with a 10 cubic meter load of dirty sand out here in front of my place. So that stopped us from being able to pour the bottom of those existing footings already this morning we had ready, because we thought we were going to have ready mix, and now we don't. So always watch these things. Always watch them. I'm not saying that it's the Filipino people that are not honest or anything, because let me tell you, I've dealt with the same nonsense right back in the United States. Exact same nonsense through the years. And don't blame like, oh, it's those Filipinos. No, it's not those Filipinos. It's humans. It's humans. And amongst humans, you're going to have good people, and you're going to have bad people, and you're going to have some people that's just trying to get by, and they just do things they normally wouldn't do because their pocket's empty. So please do not spout off negativities towards the Filipinos, because I'm telling you, it is not like that. And I deal with a lot of good, honest companies, and sometimes every once in a while you run into this. Don't judge them all the way across the board by the actions of just a few, okay? I'm really asking that.
So hello everyone, so I am here now in SNR. So the reason that I am here, because I need to pick up some things that we need there to our place, and get some meat for James, like a ribeye steak or some cheese, that he needed as well. And of course, let's see if the person that in front of that door, or entrance, they're letting me in this time. So I'm just shopping for now. I'm just solo.
Well, out here to one side, we started a new little concrete mixing spot. There was a low place here already that we're going to backfill over. And we're going to be doing a lot of mixing right here in this area. So it's a good spot for it, and it's shaded, and our water hose reaches, so it's a win-win. And they just mix one batch, and what it does, it leaves a little residue on the ground each time. They're careful not to scrape up the sand, leave just a little bit behind, and the surface will start hardening, and then you'll kind of shape out and make a little weld in place, that you'll start mixing in. So what they're mixing for right now is we're pouring these footings, and they're about to pour this one right here. Yeah, about to get that one started right there. And we just poured one right over here, and I think we got to put just maybe 2 more inches on top of it. Yeah, just poured this one, and it's going to need, like I say, about 2 more inches poured on it, and that'll get it about 8 inches thick right there. And there's already a big concrete beam along this wall down in there. They poured a huge footer, and it's actually catching right up around and enveloping that end too. So it's just going to add for more strength for this, because there's already a beam going 2 ways right here, this way and this way, and down deep in the ground, a tie beam down in there. And of course we got more to pour. We've got this one dug already. There's another one over on the other side of that pile. And then when we backfill those, a lot of that dirt is going to go back down in the holes. And then right where that pile of dirt is there, we need to dig still yet another one. Mike's already started making up forms right here. So he's pouring the bottom, and then we'll get these forms thrown on there real quick and then go ahead and pour up the rest of the way. And this is that OSB plywood that was crated up around our dining room table from the ballot buying boxes that we shipped from the United States. And some Home Depot OSB plywood is about to get used in the Philippines for some form work. Repurpose that mess. So I tell him on those there, just stick that on there and we'll use it as long as we can. Nothing lost. We've also been out here treating the end of these Gemelina posts right here and putting coats on them, getting them pre-treated. We'll do the rest that's sticking out of the ground later, but we want to get the part that's going to be down in the soil. So these are going to be encased in concrete though, but I wanted to go ahead and treat them anyway against termites. So Gemelina is already real resistant against bugs. It's not totally resistant, but it's got some. And you know, add a little bit extra to it, plus encase it in the concrete, and that'll make it even better. And one things we're doing is they're gonna pour a little bit of concrete in the bottom of the holes we have dug and give it like a little bit of a footing, and then let it firm up just a little bit. Then we'll set the post down on top of that, and then we'll fill up around it. Hey, Log, another thing I want to do before we set these is over there by the boat, there's some big nails over there. We'll drive some nails in this for some spikes, those big ones. Yeah. I seen some laying on that sack that's over there by the boat. Yeah. We'll drive some of those big nails in there for spike to help lock that into the concrete. Big. You got any short scrap pieces of steel? Any short pieces? When you drive those nails, put like a nail and a nail like down here, a nail and a nail, leave it sticking up and tie the steel on it sticking out, okay? And do one over on like this side and this side, just do two sides, okay?
Side in there?
Yeah, just whatever scrap we have over there. That way, leave that nail sticking out. And then tie that on. That way that concrete's got really something to grab around there. It don't have to be real long. I'm talking about the steel don't. Yeah, I mean, even if it's a shorter piece, like some of that scrap's laying there on the... I'm talking about even if it's shorter steel. See, there's a short piece of steel. There's another one underneath there, a 10 mm. Yeah, even if it's short, it'll work, you know, just put it... Drive that nail in it, leave it out about that far so the concrete can go around it. Put that tie wire on there. Yeah. You need that big hammer, or does it get broken, the one with the white handle? It needs a new handle. Go ahead and drive them on this one too while you're there. So the guys, they've been out here digging out this pond, this channel going across here. Our moat, yeah, mine and Melinda's moat across here. And we're gonna build that bridge, going up over it like an arch bridge. So we started digging out some holes to set the first post on that. Then we're gonna set the post to the other side too. And the wood don't do no good laying on the ground over there. The sooner we can just get those posts on the ground, start making it take shape, sooner it happens. So we got this one dug down. I know you can't really see how deep it is. And we got another one right here next to me. Same thing. So they're about to come over here and dump a little crete in the bottom of those, and then we'll let it set just a little bit, so it'll firm up that the posts don't just go right through it when we set it down, because we want to protect the bottom of that wood from being just directly in the dirt. And that'll give it a lot more longevity and protection against termites also. Joel missed work today. He's not feeling good, so he's not here. He's the one I've been having work on the cabin, and he kind of likes to work solo. So if you put a lot of people up around him, he gets a little cranky. Even me, I stay clear of him. Yeah, just show him what I want and walk away. And anyway, so he's pretty much who I leave to doing that. Get some big stones, got that raised up several inches there. Really want that concrete underneath that bottom. You need that steel in case good. Several inches below, several above.
It's around 2:05 in the afternoon, but it's already start traffic. So that's why I need to come back soon as possible, because once I catch the heavy traffic, you know, it's so hard for me to go home like around 5 p.m. because today it's a Friday, so it's busy, you know, to the people was going back to the, you know, province, so it's gonna be a busy evening time. And anyway, it's I've been already in SNR, and I was been there in Haro. I want to supposed to be I'm going to pick up the one that I ordered, the soup bar that I was ordering, but no wondering that they're not message me because the stock was not come yet, so it's kind of waste of time to come over there.
All right, well, we just now got these all plumb, and the steel set around them down in there, and there's concrete in the bottom of the holes already. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and fill those holes on up, and that'll be that, and let these set. And this will be our first 2 poles in to our bridge also right here. Yeah, so that's kind of a fun little thing here too. It's going to be a beautiful feature on the property when it's done, going over the water. Tell you, we repurpose everything. That form right there is some of the old floor out of the boat. Everything gets reused. Yeah, that is some of the old flooring out of that old white boat that we put the concrete floor. Use it as forms now. Nothing goes to waste. So we got this all poured down in here on this column, and it's got that big angle out on it to give that side support. Man, it's going to be super strong. Thick bottom in it down there, really good grid tied. And then we're going to now transfer to a round form. So tomorrow we'll pull this off, and then we're going to transfer, as I say, to a round form that's going to make a round column like these coming up right here. Well, we are in a brown out now. there's still light on in our house because we're on solar, but we have guests here in the rooms, so we kind of powered down. This was an unexpected brownout. They got, you know, the air conditioner running. Normally we have all of ours going, and we want to conserve the power for the guests that are here, because don't know how long. This was the unexpected brownout, and you know it's into the nighttime, so I barely see me here. Woo! I worked on something else, and just to save power and sit down here, I set my light here, and I've been down here just drawing. Man, my arms are wore out. I had this thing shining a light for me, and here you go. Maybe you can see it. Let's see if y'all can see that right there. So I've been down here just drawing. What do you think about it? Yeah, went through about 3 glasses of cold water while I'm doing that, and I wore one brand new pencil completely out. Yeah, completely used up one pencil. And I just kept constantly sharpening it. Look at that, man. I think I got half the graphite on the side of my hand. That's what it is when you're a lefty. Yeah, half the graphite on my hand. Well, what I'm gonna do is, now that I've got it drawn out, I'm going to cut out scrap tile, and I'm going to make a tile mosaic on this wall. I've been saving all that scrap over there. So like in these main parts, like right here, all these are gonna be some dark pieces I have there. Those will be all dark coming around, and these will be dark spiraling in the tail right here. And I'll throw some lighter color around in it. Then I've got like a kind of a dark green aqua tile I'm gonna cut up and put in places. Then I've got some like tans, some brown, some kind of orangey like colors, you know, just a plethora of colors that I can finish this out with. White tile, I can make some little white bubbles. I've got some soft blue. Man, I can really turn out a nice mosaic right here. So of course I'm just sketching this out, so when I actually cut some of the pieces, I'll straighten my edges up. I'll straighten my little runs right here coming around. I'll straighten them up. Let's see, like this right here, this here will be a double color, so I'll do a transition on a color right here. I've got a couple of others that way also. I'll do a little transition of color here. Just, it's going to be a blend of color all around, but the most part the seahorse is going to be a dark tile with a second dark that's not as dark coming around on parts of it to highlight the body. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Some of my round pieces, I'll probably take maybe some tile hole saws that I have, and I might just cut some of those rounds with a tile hole saw. I definitely know I have some maybe like this size, maybe, you know, right around in there. So it's just a little time and I can knock it out. I just work on it here and there. And I guess what I'll do is put the pieces on it with construction adhesive, and I think that's how I'm going to bond it on there. And then I'm going to make a border around the edges right here with some other tile. I'll border it out around. I think I know what piece is over there already. And then what I'm going to do, I think, is I may come back and grout it after that. I think I'll come back and fill all of this with some grout. I've got a whole bunch of grout left over here. and don't nobody need to be full of grout. Yeah, need to get rid of some of that grout, huh? So yeah, tell me what y'all think. I'm looking forward to just slowly start cutting these pieces. Maybe if I just do, you know, a set amount each day over a period of time, I'll eventually get it. But I'm excited to work on this, and it's pretty cool. So if you want to know about how big that is, that's probably right about, I'd say maybe about 40 inches, and by the time I put the border on it, it'd probably be about a full 4 foot. Might be a little bit over 40 inches, probably around 42 inches there. So by the time I border it, it'll be definitely about 4 foot by 4 foot. Whew, got bugs going crazy in front of the camera. Well, there it is, man. I'm tired. My back hurts from standing there drawing so long. Kept having to go sit down, get up, do it again. Sit down, get up, do it again. And I think my battery's about to die here on the phone, and that's my source of light. So everybody have a good night, take care, and I look forward to this project.